Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Ripto. I'm Christian and in today's video we're going to be talking about some of the scams that are happening in crypto. Now there's a vast array of scams that go on, from it being people trying to hijack your wallets, from people trying to steal your crypto, hacking, scamming, but sometimes it's the very people you follow, trust and watch as a YouTuber. Now I know I'm a YouTuber, but some of the lengths that these YouTubers go to shamelessly scam their subscribers, loyal followers, and the very people that have made them a YouTube star is absolutely sickening. And there's one guy that tends to call this out a lot in CoffeeZilla who deserves a mention. But I'm also going to look at some of the other scams in crypto that you would not believe are actually scams if someone like me didn't tell you they were happening. So if you want to know more about what these scams are and the big story of the YouTube scammer that scammed over 500,000 shamelessly from his fans, stay tuned and let's get into it. So before I start today's awesome video, I have to say that anything you see, hear or choose to ignore is not financial advice, but we know all that and we know that there's a lot of scams out there. So the YouTuber in question is Poseidon. Now, I'm going to go over to a news article. I'm going to have a quick look at CoffeeZilla's, but I'm going to also tell you what it is he did and why he thinks he's not guilty, but he has been called out from CoffeeZilla. Now, I know a lot of the people that follow these YouTubers are not flush with cash. They're just normal retail investors like you, me, and everyone else. So the fact that they steal your hard-earned cash when you're just trying to support them is absolutely sickening. And as I'm going to show you in this article, he shamelessly buys a Tesla with it and still says he's doing nothing wrong. So let's jump straight into the article and tell you. Boom. So as you can see here, the news article reads, popular YouTuber orchestrates a crypto scam to steal US 500,000. Now I believe it's even more. It could be as high as 1 million with the liquidity he pulled out of it and with the marketing pool he said he needed. But he shamelessly buys a new Tesla with this money and openly comes on CoffeeZilla's YouTube and says, I've done nothing wrong, blames his fans to say that they know crypto's volatile, they know that crypto can be rug pulled, so they should have known better. I'm thinking, is this guy an absolute moron and is he for real? You know, there's some things in crypto world where you have to have a little bit of ethics. Now, I know everyone that's probably not been scammed by this will say you should have done your own research, that's crypto for you. But there still should be some good morals and good grounds that if you're following and supporting a YouTuber, and I'm a YouTuber myself, and I would never dream of doing anything like this. Now, this guy's got far more subscribers than I'll probably ever have. And he has used that and used it to his benefit to manipulate his way into having so much money out of his fans. And to me, I'm just glad there's people like CoffeeZilla out there calling these idiots out. And this is not the first one. If you look through his videos, he's called a lot of people, from the one with the charity for the kids and stuff like that, where they've just pumped and dumped and shilled and ponzied their way through all of these crypto scams. So you have to be so super cautious. Now, I know we say do your own research and you shouldn't be doing on this, but there is, you know, a good ethics where you think, you know, I should be able to rely on the very people that I grew their channel. If you follow this guy and you supported him, you're the ones following his channel. You're the ones making him a YouTube sensation. Now, he's some gaming streamer and he's here, look at his little cocky, arrogant face by saying, you know, I've not done anything wrong. And obviously, if we go on to CoffeeZilla's, he also says that he gets him on the line and he's telling him that, no, I didn't do anything wrong and that CoffeeZilla's got it wrong. Now, this is, if you go over to, if you just type in CoffeeZilla in YouTube, you can see all this, you can hear all the feedback and him saying it. Now, I first seen this about 6 days ago, I think. CoffeeZilla first put this out 6 days ago. But it's only because of the recent other two scams that I'm going to show you about that I thought I will cover a lot of scams. With the crypto market retracing, crashing, coming back that now, and gradually starting to show a bit of a relief rally, it's also very important to know that you have to be super cautious in crypto. You know, I'm so grateful for the people. Like, I've only got probably 3.6 thousand subscribers, but to me, that's the world. You know, there's 3,600 of you out there that want to listen and follow and support my channel. So if I can bring any news to you, anything that I think is going to stop you getting scammed and anyone that watches this channel from getting scammed, I will literally throw it out there as quick as I can. But guys like this, I mean, I don't even know the guy, but I mean, you could just look, he's posing in his Tesla, he's doing that. It's just a kick in the teeth to the absolutely, I mean, if he's a gaming YouTuber, the people that would have invested in his token would have been probably newcomers, first time people. There would have been an element of boxing there and people just trying to do a bit of get rich quick. But I think the majority of people would have been innocent, just people that have believed in his waffle and all his BS and just trying to get, you know, a little bit of relief in a crypto market that was absolutely falling out of its arse. So they would have probably seen this as he's a big gamer, big following, he's going to market this properly and do this properly. So with his background of all them people that are following him, he should have marketed this really well and this token should have done well. But did it? No, he just literally rubbed it on his fans, which to me is disgusting. Now, obviously, if you do look at it and you did invest in it, you're going to be a bit miffed. Leave a comment below and let me know if you did. But for me, I would not be trusting these big YouTubers that are throwing big monetary coins out there. Now, we've had it with BitBoy Crypto. We've had it with this guy here. There's been lots of other YouTubers that have gone into sort of coins and tokens and they've not always done as well as the fans would have liked. If you're definitely unsure, you probably should go to the more not investing in the token or the hype, but go more to the project. But that brings me on to this second, what I believe is a scam. Not many people would have seen this. Not many people probably even think it is a scam, but being in what's called, you know, smart money investing, I can see this scam and in the charts just playing out to an absolute key. Now, this next scam is to do with, in my opinion, Solana. So, and I'm going to show you this, so bear with me. So we get this bit of news on the 3rd of February to say Solana's price bear flag paints a $50 target wormhole hack, exposes a security hole. So what happened is there was another massive scam. There's a hack with a bridge. I put it on my TikTok. If you follow me on there, go find Crypto Ripto on TikTok. When it happened, there was a $350 million scam where what happened is the bridge from Ethereum to Solana. So say if you want to buy something on Solana, but you've got it on the Ethereum chain, and there's a thing called a wormhole, which allows you to do what's called cross-chain platforming. And what happened is someone was been able to manipulate that wormhole code and intercept it and steal $350 million. So what's happened is this scam's happened and the market makers, which are also scammers in my opinion, which is the smart money, have seen this as a time. They know that the market's going to start going into a trend because they know they're going to start bringing out this news where they're going to put a bit more fear to try and suppress the market a bit more before they buy all the cheap crypto off the paper hands, the weak, the fear, because they know the market was in greed, and then before pushing the price up by buying a lot of amount. So all this news come out with Solana $50 target. So this would have put panic in people. So there would have been a sell-off. So, and I'm going to show you in the charts that absolutely on the 3rd of February, there was a red candle as a sell-off. Now, this would have been this classic news. The market makers are putting this fear and FOMO out there. Everyone's jumped on the back of Solana having two kind of network outages and being part of this scam when this was nothing to do with Solana. This was to do with a wormhole. But they wanted to put it in there to say to people, Solana's probably trading at about $70 to $80. I think it was about 80 something dollars at the time. It's going to go to 50. People were selling. Panic selling was in the market. So what do you think the people that put this kind of BS out there with $50 target when there's no indicator on these time frames that's ever showed a $50 target happened? Well, let me show you this price chart here. Boom. So this was, as you can see, the 3rd of February, the only time since the 29th of Jan that there was a daily candle closed on a downtrend. On, you know, it's a bear candle. It's normally it's red, but I just have these colors throughout FOMO. So what happened? People panicked. They're seeing that news, and boom, this went down, and to be honest, it's been playing into this channel here very nicely, and they know that. So the big high volume, you see the volume spread analysis, this is the smart money that I always say I track. This is where most of the volume come in. So they were what's called front running it. They knew obviously this stuff's going on. They knew the news was going to come out, because, you know what I mean, they are buying the rumor, which is buying the rumor here, and they're selling the news. And this is exactly, you can see how pinpoint perfect it is. Now, I have to be honest, and I will put a disclaimer here. I did invest in Solana here, but this was not because of the thing. I just knew that if the retail money was coming in, obviously I can't predict the news or the future because I'm not in that privy or information, that I knew that it was going down, but I knew that it would have a retracement and bounce off this line that we've put in. So if you've been following me on Solana, you see I put this line in many weeks ago. And obviously here's my trade caller here with another twin long which come in straight after, which just confirms, so I topped up a bit more. And what do you think happened when they had that big sell-off on the 3rd? On the 4th, bang, it went through to buying and buying and buying. So when they're saying it's calling for $50 here on the 3rd, so just about here, they're calling for $50, which would have been all the way down here. So people were panicking. I'm thinking, are these guys off their absolute rocker that they think it's going to drop all the way down here by 50%? But people believed it in the news, and they brought all the cheap market up. And what happened? It pumped 30%. So they would have put it all the way down here, and to a high up here was just under 30%. And as you can see, it bounced and got rejected perfectly off these lines that we've been putting in because of the resistance that it's had here, and the resistance and support that it's had on these lines up here. And you can see here to the dollar perfect that they were able to buy in here and get in a 30%. Now, for a retail investor, 30% is not life-changing, because obviously if you're just doing $200, $300, $400 or even $2,000, $3,000, that's not going to break the world. But these guys are trading with millions. I personally put in quite a few thousand just because I knew Solana was going to recover quite well. And I did say this on one of my other videos that was saying Solana does recover quite well. But if you think they're trading with like 10 million and they've got a 30% pump on 10 million, or some of these even trade with like 50 million, a 30% of that is an absolute win for them. So this is another example of an absolute major, in me, a market manipulation and a scam. So the three things that we've had here, we've had the YouTubers scamming the individuals by pumping, dumping and shilling their tokens, which is absolutely disgusting. Then we've had the market makers manipulating, giving fear and FUD in the news. So you literally sold it. You could not make this up. If whoever watches this video, you just literally need to see February the 3rd, 2022, and go into the chart and see February the 3rd was the only negative candle. You cannot make this crap up. And like say here on Crypto Ripto, trade smart, trade safe, and don't get scammed.